next one is to pass. Okay, so ako pa siyang i-analyze, no? I think the video is getting long. Pila na siya ka minutes? Let me check. 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. So I think I will stop here and for a while. Ako na lang siya i-cut. Okay, sige. Let me continue. Okay. So here in this code here, you will be kani siya murag yang gi-instruct unsaon pagpasa sa isa ka structure to another using pass by reference na method. So I think you're already aware of how to do pass by reference. If we treat B1 as a simple variable, no? Di na nato na structure siya. Katulad yung process sa int. So, pareha naman gina sila. Basically, structure lang ni siya. Pero, the process is still the same because this is still a variable. So, when you pass this one to another function using pass by reference method, of course, katong the same rig hapon na method sa integers, float, and all the other variables, no? You pass the memory address and the receiver should be a pointer. Okay, so let me again explain the entire code. First is a struct book. So yeah, declare ang isa ka structure with the name, author, and call number. And here we have declared the prototype. And here we have the main. And inside the main is the B1 variable that is a struct book that we have already defined. And inside is the letter C, YPK, and 101 values. So and then after this one we called the display function, and the display, unlike the previous code that I have presented, the display actually passes the memory. So this is a pass by reference. This is a pass by reference method. So the memory address is passed to the function, and the receiving function will receive it using a pointer. Okay, so as you can see, this is already a pointer here. So, kaning a pointer, because since this is a pointer, we cannot use the dot operator. We will use the arrow operator. Kaya pointer man ni siya. Diba? So, that's how it is. Now, another thing to mention, no? When using a pointer, kung magamit mo arrow operator, the star here is not necessary anymore. Okay? So, basically, diretso ra gyud ngalan sa pointer and then the arrow operator. So this is how you pass a structure to another function using the pass by reference method. Basically, it is the same sa ubang variable. The only difference is how you accessed it. Okay? Okay. So this one is a little bit technical because you need knowledge sa kaning operating systems or maybe architecture, no? Computer architecture. So basically what this implies is the memory arrangement of the structure. So as I have mentioned kanina, structures when declared should be side by side. So kung for example katong let us see, dapat nagtapad ra gina sila. Tapos another sa sunod na element which is the author of the book, diri dapat siya si YPK, tapad ra gina sila. Now, there are instances in some compiler, no, in some IDE, tungod sa system, and because of the kaning fragmentation man yatay term ana sa memory, sahay gina 4 bits na nila, every 4 bits na ang ilang pagka-fragment sa ato ang memory. What happened is, in this case here, we have a struct employee which is an int. Naman ta akong mouse. Gamit akong blue para maklaro. This one is an int, a char, and a float. Now, this one int is y, isa raman eh. So, this is, for example, this is 2-bit, no? So, the example here. Sakto ba? Okay. The char is 1-bit, and the float s is yes, okay. So, kana, no? So, what happened is, ina na to ni siya. Ano, pila ni iyang memory location raman. So, the first memory location, if compiled in IDE number 1, we don't know what IDE this is, ha? Basta this is just an example. So, we have 65518 on the first memory location. So, this is the integer. So, 2 bits man. So, plus 2. Diri na din ta sa char. And then, isa raman ni kabit. And then, the next is the float. Okay. So, muna siya. No. So, kung ato na siyang drawing on, yan is siya gitsura. So, nasa 65518 si integer A. Tapos, since this is 2 bits, so muna ang kang integer A. Now, we have CH here, which is of course, isa raman na siya. Isa raman yung kang CH. Nasa kang 65520 kay 2 bit man eh. So, 65518, yeah, 6551920. And then, isa raman na siya. So, directly next sa iya ha, is the float, which is at 65521. Okay, so muna siya ang ideal good na cluster sa structure. Nagtapad ra gid na sila. Assuming nga 2-bit atong integer. Now, what happened in this one? Say nahitabuan eh. So, we have here, nada ko no sa, kanilang 044 ang atong tanaw na. So, nada ko no sa 044 si integer. Now, after 44, so this is 45, 46, 47. Nana diri sa 48 ang ato ang char. Okay? So, nana din na. Now, isa raman yun na ka bit si character. So, dapat nasa sa 49, no? However, na naman ni sa 52. Layo na kayo siya. So, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So, nana din niya ang atong sunod, which is si float. Task siya memory nga naman ni. What happened? Okay, so this is our integer here. Nya, 2-bit ni siya. So, for example, 2-bit ni siya. So, nana siya na. Now, our memory is kananggi tunga man siya by 4, no? Okay, naman tayo 4-bit boundary kay si ID D2 daw is i-follow daw ko niya with i-follow daw ko niya ang 4-bit nga boundary. So, muna itong 2-bit na boundary kani siya. Ay, sorry, 4-bit man eh. So, kana siya. So, say nahitabo, kada 4-bit dito siya 1, 2, 3, 4. Dito siya ga-store. No? So, na yung mga bakante nga mga memories, no, dari ang walay sulod, kay gina-follow man niya ang 4-bit na boundary. So, kada 4-bit, isa ka variable niya, store. Tapos kung feeling niya nga, dili maigod ato si char, butang niya sa pikas. Kani sa next ng 4-bit. So, this here is very wasteful. Now, there are other ways to dili ni siya mahitabo sa tanan, no? Tanan IDE, but there's some. So again, because you're a computer scientist, this is an important concept to you. So what happened is, so na to ni siya pag-solve. So there's another type of structure, which is, I think that is the union, but I will not be explaining this. Okay? Okay, madugay tag samot. Instead, I will tell you how to use the pragma nga pack. Instead of using the union, we'll still be using the structure, but we will use the pragma pack, this one here. So, ibutang na ninyo after sa inyong include. This will be considered as a constant thing na akong pangitaon if you use the structure in your code. Because in this way, ma-instructan ninyo ang inyuhang C code nga tarungon og butang ang mga structure nagtapad gyud dapat na sila. Okay, so in this case here, i-sharp include niya si pragma pack 1, and then here iyaha na pong gitawag si pragma pack. Okay, so ingan na siya. So I'll not explain further on sa ibuhato na ni niya exactly, but basically ang iyang purpose is to avoid katong mga 4-bit na boundary that is totally wasteful sa inyong memory. Okay? Okay, so that is, I guess, that ends our discussion on structure. Hopefully namin nasabtan, no? I will just make this as fast as I could. Okay, next na topic ani is, I think, the file handling na. Now, I admit na there are topics na wala na ako na-discuss sa inyo, which is the recursion. Basig naglibog mo, ma'am, wala ka nag-discuss, ana. Recursion is very unrelated sa structure. Naka-remember lang ko. Wala ko naka-discuss ani sa inyo. So, in the lecture videos that I will provide sa LMS, I will add a lecture video on recursion so that kaning inyo siyang inyo hasiyang maansiran. Ay, ay, dili mansiran, inyo siyang sabtanon sa gibuhat ani ni recursion. Okay. So this is the problem that you will be doing. I will not be posting this on the LMS. You will send it to me via email. This is to check kung inyong gitanaw ako ang video. So I think by now you already know my email. It is rtbacabis@carsu.edu.ph. So this is an LV activity. So the subject name should be LV act struct, okay? And then ITE 13. That will be your subject name, and the message should attach your code. Okay, so I have made this by group, but since aning si tawag aning this is for the intention magud na magklase, pero wala magud ako ni siya giklase. So this will not be by group anymore. Instead, this will be sorry. So instead, this will be a, so ito na siya i-resolve. This will be individual. Okay, so individual na siya. Pero, since this is already individual, pili lang mo ani inyo ang ansiran. Pili lang kung kana ba inyo or kaniya. Kani ba or kana. So, pwede rasad both. So, one or both. Depende sa inyo o kaya ninyo. Okay, so of course, ako gitog score tong both. Kiduha gyud ka mo kay answeran. Pero kung isa ra nagya pa mo points. More than fair na siya, no? Pero anyways, this is just to check. No? And this is also part na para ma-practice gyud mo ba? Mapugos mo na og code ninyo. Okay, so again, this will not be posted in LMS. Instead, magdawat ko ani sa ato ang sa ako ang email. You may pause this video to read the problem further kung unsay pasabot ani. These problems are also found in the book that I use. So, pwede sa ninyo pangitaon ni dito. Okay, so I think that ends our lecture video. Thank you for listening. I know this video is quite long, but I want you to understand that this is an important topic. So you need to practice on this further. Thank you for listening, and I think that's it. So, good evening and see you next time.